Look, at the end of the day, a business is a business, and this is your livelihood. This is, you know, how you're supporting your family. You're supporting the people that you employ, their family. It's their livelihood as well. And you need to take that into consideration about everyone else that it's being affected.
I can have the best goals and I can have the best drive in my business. But if my team is not on board, then I'm never going to succeed. It's never going to happen because it's all teamwork.
Welcome, everyone. It's great to be back. I'm Jodie Fielden, and I'm joined with my work wife, bestie and business partner, Audrey Varga.
Hello, everyone, and I'm so excited for this episode. So, today we are going to continue our chat about the key insights we learned along our journey and some key things we wish we knew when we started.
So let's just jump straight into it. When trying to motivate my team and getting them to do hit their KPIs and be excited too. I always used to think it was like the bigger the bonus, or that's more important to them. So I just would offer these really big bonuses. Then I realized it's not everyone's motivated by money. Some people
Mhm.
are motivated by different things, and the only way to really know is to take that deep dive and find out instead of just trying to guess.
And the only way you can find out really what motivates your team is comes back to communication.
So my one is a little bit controversial. Your team is not your friend.
Mm.
Uh, a lot of times we lose that boundary between
Mm.
the employer and the employee. And I
Mm.
think sometimes it can get lost in the gray area. Again, it's the it's just the general rule, and there's always an exception to the rule. But I always found that once that line is crossed, it's very hard to uncross it, especially when things happen in the business, that it can become really difficult to come back from, I thought you were my friend. And
Mm.
sometimes we overinvest ourselves
Mhm.
and we get too involved with their personal life. And that's not to say that we shouldn't be empathetic, sympathetic, caring, supportive, nurturing, offer all the support we can. But sometimes we have to remember we can't help someone any more
Mm.
than what we already have. Otherwise, it becomes detrimental to ourselves and our business. And I think sometimes that's a really hard line to manage. So,
Mm.
yeah, it's always that little bit of a gray area, but at the end of the day, your team members will end up doing what's best for them,
Yeah.
and you need to do what's best for you, whilst taking into consideration what's the implications and the repercussions for them. So I had this girl come and work for me, and she worked for me for a number of years, and I became more of a mother figure to her because she didn't have that in her life. Help her pack up her unit and did all these things above and beyond. And then a couple of days later, she just stopped showing up for work, and it
Mm.
ended up getting to the point where I had to step back and really evaluate, am I actually helping or am
Mm.
I enabling?
It wasn't just only your family, but it was really the whole environment in your salon because I remember, like she sometimes came and, like she had all this life trouble with her and, like we really wanted to help her. And, like I was telling to you, like we need to do something about this because, like as much as we
Couldn't see it
want to help
happening.
her, like we helped her and then she went back to the same pattern all the time.
And look, at the end of the day, a business is a business, and this is your livelihood. This is,
Yeah.
you know, how you're supporting your family. You're supporting the people that you employ, their family. It's their livelihood as well. And you need to take that into consideration about everyone else that it's being affected.
I realized, like after a while when we really started to work together really well with my team, I can have the best goals and I can have the best drive in my business. But if my team is not on board, then I'm never going to succeed. It's never going to happen because it's all teamwork. and also how selective I need to be when I select new team members to come into this environment, and also how smart you need to be to what to be watchful. And like if you start to see things which are not right, you really really need to address those things right away, because if you don't, then it's going to accelerate to the next level. And also, just one more thing, if you would like to follow us on Instagram or Facebook, our handle is at Focus GDT, and we are more than happy. When you are following us, we are creating really good contents.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
we'll say goodbye. Have a fantastic day.
absolutely. Enjoy your rest of your day, and we will see you very soon. Bye for now.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.